Welcome into this week's episode of The Buzz. I'm your host, Anthony DeFilippo. Today, we're going to be talking about the Waynesburg University Sports Network production this past Saturday. Then we'll jump into some NFL traditions. And stay tuned later in the show because we're bringing back a fan favorite. Yes, Mafia is returning. Now, I have my panel of Will Yoakum and Danny Flynn. And Will, I'm going to start with you because you were announcing, not on a cinder block, but you announced football on television this past Saturday. How did that go for you? I know the game didn't really work out exactly.
Yeah, I'm tall enough to ride the ride, so I'm sorry that she had to be put on a cinder block there, Flip. But how was it to announce that game? Well, it wasn't the outcome we wanted for the football team. We get it, 41-7, tough loss. As an announcer, it's one of the hardest things to do is call out a game that's so one-sided. But also, I was dealing with a little cold too. I had a sore throat.
I feel like everyone's been getting kind of allergies.
The Wu flu has returned.
The Wu flu has returned,
so it's been a little rough. But all in all, production-wise, I thought it went fantastic. We had replays on point. We were getting all the camera shots we had to get. We had a little issue in the truck with communication between producer and us, but because of how well we did replay camera shot-wise and with our own screen up there, it was great. We were able to catch everything. We still had it on point. So, I mean, it sucks. Logan Arblaster was our producer. He wasn't able to get us the information he wanted to. I bet he had fantastic nuggets and information to give us, but just not able to hear him. But all in all, for our first production of the year, despite the setbacks, we got through it, and I thought it went really well.
Now, Danny, as the new GM of the radio station this year, you were in the studio. Luckily, first week. I guess it was just luck of the draw.
Yeah.
But how did it go from that perspective? I know you listen to myself,
Yeah.
Michael McKenzie, and Brett Gambino on radio, so just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I think it went fine. We actually had the first time in a while to record the radio broadcast of these football games.
That was huge, by the way.
That is a big play, and I'm so happy that happened. I was actually with Benicio, so shout out Benicio backstage about that. I mean, he and I just talked football. It was great. Learn more football, learning more about the drive sheet, and learning more football as I'm getting ready for my W&J debut play-by-play not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. So.
I was going to say, Flynn, you kind of are learning football on the fly here. You're more of a baseball guy.
I am, yeah.
So was I helpful? Was Brett helpful? Was Mike helpful? Okay.
You guys were very helpful.
Good.
I mean, just listening to you guys. I mean, besides the colds, I mean, yeah.
I was gonna say. I mean, the fact that I could barely see over without the help of a cinder block, and the fact that I also had a cold on Saturday.
You were still very on point. I'm glad I got to hear you guys. Yeah, it was like telling a story. It was very poetic.
And we're gonna stick with football here on the panel, and we're gonna talk about NFL game day traditions. Ooh. We're going to talk about what you do, what you eat, where you watch, how you watch. Yoakum, we'll start with you. Talk about some of your traditions. I know you've been here at Waynesburg for a while. You don't really live too close, but talk about kind of what you do on a normal NFL game day, Sunday.
Do you want it for if I was here in Waynesburg or if I was home? Which one?
Let's talk about a little bit of both, kind of mix it in.
All right, I'm just going to start with, Waynesburg. Pretty much what I do is I wake up Sunday morning and I say a prayer. Because I don't know what the Steelers are going to do walking into Sunday. I don't know if they're going to win. I don't know if they're going to lose. I don't know if it's going to be, an absolute slobber knocker. I don't know. So I get that out of the way. I then set an agenda. I go into a diary and I write down what I want to happen to the opposing team. Sometimes it's not a little nice, so I'm not going to say it. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. After that's all said and done, I make a Walmart trip. I go get some snacks, maybe some chips, something like that. Everybody gets that. Might even go stop and get some buff wings. Get some buffalo wings. You got to have some wings.
You got to have something buffalo related.
Oh, yeah.
Buffalo dip.
Buffalo chicken dip.
Celery.
Sure, I guess, if you want to get healthy. I don't know.
Are you going to say hummus or something?
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
come on, dog.
Okay.
I'm in the middle of a monologue. Right. Come on.
Let him go.
I get the snacks and come back. I turn on the TV just to see the pregame show, see all the other games that I don't care about, unless I'm playing fantasy, which right now I am. I'm in Sparky's league right now. It's not going too well. I lost week 1 against Joe Venzel. I miss you, buddy.
Rest in peace.
Not dead.
He's not dead. Just graduated.
But
very proud of you.
Nonetheless, once the game starts, then I'm locked in. Then nobody can talk to me. I will be screaming. Things do get thrown. Hats get slammed. Bones possibly broken. I've broken quite a few in my life. Once the game's all said and done, then I'm back to being happy and chipper and looking forward to the rest of the day of football. Guys, I think that's what's on the itinerary for Will Yoakum on football.
Does the prayer include Chris Boswell
Hey there, sports fans. You're watching another episode of Waynesburg University Community Television's only national sports debate show, Plead Your Case. Whether you're a diehard fan or a casual observer, get ready to join us every week as we dive deep into current pressing sports topics.
Now, Danny, how often do you watch football, and do you have any kind of traditions?
I mean, if you want to get very vague with traditions, I like to eat food while watching football. I've been all over the
Is
place.
that just a general tradition?
You could say
like
that.
food
You
in
could say-
general?
yeah, I mean, I like
fair?
food, but I mean, besides that, I've been all over the place. So like last year, because of baseball and everything, I got to go down to the football games and watch a lot of the Steelers. So like that was awesome. I mean, anytime I go and see a Steelers game, it's like a playoff game. Even if it's like a random like Sunday game, it feels like a playoff atmosphere. So like, it's awesome to like I guess going to a Steelers game, but just hanging out with friends. I mean, I can't think much else other than with fantasy football, just watching whatever football.
No, you want to tell the people how you drafted a quarterback in the first round?
Yeah.
Did you really?
I admit.
Wait, which quarterback was it?
Josh Allen.
Okay, that's not acceptable.
Drafting a quarterback in the first round.
Yeah,
is
a
not
quarterback in the
acceptable,
first
Danny.
round.
I won my first week. Okay.
Against who? Who did you beat? Who did
Tyler
we have?
Aaron. Tyler Aaron behind camera
Shame.
And he was even
Shame.
bragging that he was going to beat me that week, and I beat him.
That's shameful.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
but so I'm currently winning. Let's come back in a few weeks and see how I'm still doing.
Yeah.
I don't regret drafting
1-4.
Josh Allen in the first round.
Now, Danny, you mentioned food. Any favorite foods that you like to eat during a typical football watch, or maybe just even in general?
Celery.
Are you gonna say? Are you a vegetables
no.
guy?
I like vegetables,
and
but no,
veggies?
I'm a big buffalo wings guy.
Okay.
I love buffalo wings. There's a story behind that, but we're not going to get into that. But
Okay.
I like buffalo wings. I also like chicken buffalo dip as well. Those are just two big.
So we can all
essentials.
agree on the buffalo thing.
Oh, yeah.
Buffalo's the
Buffalo.
best.
Yeah.
Buffalo dip, buffalo wings.
100%. Yeah.
Have a little kick to it. It's nice. It gets you excited, pumped up for football. Yeah.
Now, do we eat the buffalo wings with just by itself, ranch, blue cheese?
I do ranch, but if I'm gonna have blue cheese with it, I gotta have French fries. French fries and blue cheese are
Okay.
an underrated combo that most of y'all don't know about. I know about it a lot, clearly.
I eat them by themselves. I just
that's fair.
I eat them. That's all. I don't
I'm
need any other
a big
seasoning.
ranch guy with the
Ranch is
wings
good,
for
yeah.
sure. Yoakum, talk about your home traditions now
Yeah.
for football, because I feel like you were going to touch on that.
Yeah, so back home, pretty much my family is all big football family. What we did now, we have this weird superstition. We don't watch it all together as a family, because if we do, the Steelers are going to lose 10 times out of 10. We have to
Yes.
go to separate rooms, or one person can't be watching it at all.
How many TVs do you have in your house? So it works
One in the
out.
living room, I think
Okay.
one in every bedroom. One
Okay.
in 10.
10 total.
That's more than I
Maybe.
can.
Okay, so you have enough.
We have plenty of TVs to go around. But yeah, we can't watch it together. Like we can have pairs of twos, like Dad and I can watch, Mom and I can watch, whatever, depending on where we want to go.
That's
But
so
typically
funny.
we watch it separately and we text each other saying, "Oh, what a drive! Oh, that was a dumb penalty." This and
Yeah.
that. Like I mean, it goes back and forth. But yeah, no, we can't watch as a family.
That's
so
crazy.
If we watch in a pair of twos, Dad and I will go out, go get some food, bring it back just before game time, chill out, sit down, watch the game. We argue a lot because we think we know more than each other when it comes to football. My dad was a coach, played for many years. I played for a long time. Haven't really been a coach just yet.
You've
but-
been a coach. Coach Yoakum to me yesterday.
Oh, well, thanks,
Yeah.
Flynn. I appreciate being called Coach Yoakum, but that's my
Yeah.
dad. So.
Oh.
Fair
But
enough.
we both, I feel like we both have an extensive knowledge of the game. So we sit there and kind of argue with each other based off penalties, based off of the play design, every kind of. So it's fun watching with Dad. With Mom, I like to kind of just give her a bunch of random facts about the NFL that I feel like she didn't know.
Does she care?
She knows the game.
Okay,
She does.
okay,
She grew up
okay.
watching the game. She doesn't have the knowledge that my dad and I does. Like she didn't really go that far and doesn't get that into the game. But she understands the game, so it's bearable to watch with her. So
Well, it's funny that you bring up the superstitions, because we have a superstition for all sports, and we kind of adopted it during the 2016 Penguins Stanley Cup run.
Mm-hmm.
We all have to sit in a specific seat every single Sunday. Or during the Penguins Stanley Cup run, it was every time they played. And if we switch seats, then the other team would do something good. The other thing that happened was my brother, I have two brothers. One specific brother used to shower during Penguins games on purpose, because every time he would get in the shower, the Penguins would score. And if they kept scoring, he had to stay in the shower. So one time he took like an hour and a half long shower, and the Penguins scored 4 times.
Oh my goodness.
And then the other team finally scored, so we were like, "You're released." And he came out with like the driest, most pruny skin ever. I was like, you know what? Next time it might be me. Who knows?
Yeah,
but
superstitions are
superstitions are crazy.
Okay, maybe we can move to even baseball for this. Do you have any superstitions for any kind of sport you watch?
Well, yeah. I mean, for baseball, I mean, I just I do a lot of things. Like I wear the same socks. You know, I have these specific
While you're watching?
socks. Yeah, well, also playing. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have these very specific socks that I wear, but like also I have to sit in the same spot whenever I'm watching the Pirates, and I have to eat a permane sandwich. Those are the 2 biggest things. I have to sit in the same spot while watching the Pirate game, at home at least.
What kind of a permane sandwich?
So I like the Pittsburgher, the big bro style.
I agree.
But
I
with
love
no
it.
coleslaw and tomato. That's the only thing. I eat it with
See, I'm not a coleslaw fan normally, but
Yeah.
I love permane's coleslaw.
I can't get into it for some reason. I just don't like it. I don't know what it is, but I also like the cheese wedges. Those are the
Permane's
things.
is finally in Maryland. I'm happy to report it finally came
That's
to Maryland, came to
awesome.
my home state.
Yeah,
we finally
my home
have one
state of
about
Maryland.
like 15, 20 minutes from my house. It's awesome. I'm so happy.
Well, that'll do it for the first segment here on The Buzz. When we come back, we'll be playing a fan favorite, Mafia, and we'll have a whole panel up here to play. Stay tuned.
Have you ever wondered what the life of a Yellow Jacket newspaper looks like? Why don't we show you? Straight from the printing press to our editor's desk into the newsstands, you can pick up your own copy of the Yellow Jacket newspaper in Buell Hall, the Stover Campus Center, or any of our other newsstand locations on campus. When you get your very own copy, you can read it at your own leisure anywhere around Waynesburg. You can kill time waiting for your next class to start by reading up on campus news and our op-ed pieces. You can even take your copy to the Beehive and catch up with friends as you read up on the latest regional stories. Looking for a peaceful place to read now? Head on over to the Everly Library. Sit back, relax, and catch up on the latest in Waynesburg sports. Oh, and if you didn't know, we are also digital at theyellowjacket.org.
And welcome back to The Buzz, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for our game segment on today's show, and it's one of everybody's favorite, Mafia. I'm your host, Michael McKenzie. We got 6 people on the panel to play the game. Here are your players: Anthony DeFilippo, Daniel Rogers, a.k.a. Danny Dimes, Ryan Martin, Seth Adams, Ethan Spazarski, and Dean Shazer. Fellas, it's Mafia time.
Let's do it.
It's Mafia time. We're going to get into it. So just a quick reminder what the cards mean. If somebody gets the ace, they are the Mafia, which means they kill somebody every night. If somebody gets the king, they are the detective. They get to ask about whether one person is the Mafia or not every night. And then the queen is the nurse who gets to choose one person who is immune from the Mafia. That's basic explanation. I think you've all seen it before, so let's hand out the cards. Everybody, eyes closed. Okay, I'll put the remote down real quick and pass out the cards. Case's hand. All right. Has everybody had a chance to take a quick peek at their cards?
Oh wait. I'm supposed to be
Look at the card.
All right.
You got to know what you are.
Jeez,
I
man.
know what I am.
You got to know what you are.
Closed.
All right. Everybody has
thought
had a
we had
chance
our
to
eyes
look at their.
closed.
Well, you got to hand out the
All right.
cards. All right. Everybody's had a chance to look at their cards. Nightfall is upon us for the first night of Mafia. Everybody, make sure their heads are or eyes are closed. We're not doing heads down this time. Mafia, wake up. Choose somebody to kill. All right, Mafia, eyes closed. Detective, eyes open. Wake up. Ask about somebody. All right, eyes closed. Nurse, wake up. Choose somebody to save. All right, eyes closed. It is morning.
Good morning.
Now, and
Morning, guys.
unfortunately last night somebody went out for a walk without knowing there would be an angry stampede of rhinos moving through the streets.
I ain't editing all that.
And Ryan Martin has passed away.
You know what?
So no talking from Martin. Now for the rest of the time I will be interrupting him if he does.
Because he's
Martin,
dead.
Martin, you're dead. You're dead.
He didn't get saved?
You're dead. Don't reveal.
Okay.
No.
Oh no, yeah, you're dead. All right.
Okay. All right. We're gonna start from my right to left. Dean, you get the first word.
I have no clue what's going on. It's simple.
Ryan has
My
died.
eyes were closed. Ryan's dead. But it sounded like when you said Mafia, open your eyes, it sounded like you were pointing in that general direction. So on the left side of the table.
Really?
So it's Flip.
Wait, what?
Suppose.
No, I completely agree with Dean. My eyes were shut. I could not. I didn't see anything, obviously, but I was trying to use my ears where my senses were heightened. I heard some movement on the left side of the table. I'm not going to accuse anybody just yet, but it's definitely on that left side now. No questions asked.
Seth, you agree?
I agree. I'm the detective. I always say I'm the detective. I checked my beloved friend here because I knew he'd kill me if it was going to happen. So I checked Ryan, and it was not him. Yeah, you're dead.
You're dead. You can't speak.
So I checked Ryan. It wasn't Ryan, but I did hear movement from this side of the table. So
Danny Dimes and Flip, your chance to defend yourself. I'll let Dimes go first.
I was sleeping. I didn't hear anything. I don't know. I don't like the accusations coming from that side of the table. So.
Something the Mafia would say.
I'm a little confused as to how Dean knows that Mike pointed to this side of the table.
I heard the neck. I heard
My left ear.
My neck bones were.
Your neck bones just cracked to the side.
Yeah, I've been stiff to
I
that.
really don't have a clue. I mean, there's still 5 of us up here, so I can't quite accuse anybody. But if Martin's dead, I don't know who would do that actually.
All right.
If it's not, I don't know.
All right, so we're gonna go.
I have nothing to defend myself.
We're gonna go quick vote.
Okay.
We're gonna start with Flip this time. You can choose no vote, especially with it being the first night. Flip, you have a vote.
I'm gonna go no vote because I don't.
Dan, Dimes.
Know.
I'm also gonna go no vote.
Martin, you're dead. Seth.
Flip.
Suppose?
Flip.
Flip. By a vote of 3-2, you're done. And he indeed. That's a crazy pull. That is a crazy pull by Deanie on that side of the table. That is a crazy. That is a crazy pull. I'm going to speak directly to you from now on. All right, eyes closed. We're going to deal out our second round. This round will be anonymous to the viewer. You will be essentially playing the game with these guys, except at least you can't die. So, eyes closed. We're going to go out and give out the cards.
Okay.
Viewer.
Take a quick peek at your cards as soon as I give them to you.
I played last round on this.
Good Lord.
All right, everybody peek at their cards. Again, we're not showing these to the camera. Has everybody gotten a chance to peek at their cards? Give me a nod of the head.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 6 nods of the head. Night has now fallen. Well, the townspeople have finally woken up. It is morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
And unfortunately, Anthony DeFilippo got sucked into a Mario game, cast as a Goomba, and got put on level 1 of the Mushroom Kingdom. So he has been stomped out by Mario and is dead.
Wow, what a way to go.
That's tough.
What a way to go.
That's tough.
All right, we're gonna start on my left side, the viewer's right side of the screen here. Dimes, you get the first word.
I have no idea. I don't. If you guys hear stuff, good for you. Honestly. I think, I think it's down there this time. Flipping it up, but I couldn't tell you honestly.
His face.
Martin.
No, I agree with you. I think it's one of those 3 down there. You know, I think.
What do you mean down there? We're like 3 inches from each other.
They're down there. You know what I'm saying?
See,
He's right now. He's deflecting, but you know that's just suppose. So you know it could be him.
Seth.
I have no idea either. I'm a town person. Just a local guy at our deli, and I'm just
For sure.
Can I get a ham sandwich?
Yeah, absolutely. Nice. Chip chopped ham. I didn't hear anything really. I'm trying to. I heard Dean snoring last night.
My mic fell off.
Was I snoring?
I heard Dean snoring last night.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's all I heard. That's all I have to say.
Suppose.
All right, I'm in fact the detective, not the mafia. I also heard Dean snoring. Gave me a good chuckle. But that's nothing I haven't heard. Been a roommate before.
Interesting choice.
I honestly didn't hear anything this time. I didn't hear any movements. I don't know where to base off of, so I'm not going to go around throwing accusations. Although Martin knows me pretty well, so shout out Martin.
Do it.
Dean.
You know, I hate to turn on the roommate, but he's had a little too.
Oh.
Suppose his answer there kind of makes me nervous. I have a sense for dangerous people.
Oh yeah, I think you're 0 for 5 with every guess. Well, actually, he's had
one for six.
Where'd the other 5 go?
The first mafia we ever did.
I forgot.
Look at me. I remember looking
Yeah, you did. You were.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna vote, but I guarantee you I'm dead next round.
Okay, we're gonna start. Dimes, just give me a quick. Are we voting?
Protected yourself.
You can no vote. Martin.
Seth.
What? Seth, do you have a vote?
Well, I got a Ryan. I got to even it
Oh,
out.
okay.
Ryan.
Okay.
All right.
Suppose do you have a vote?
No vote.
Dean, do you have a vote? 3 no votes, 1 split between Seth and Ryan, which means everybody has survived the day. And once again, we fall asleep.
Good night.
I turn the lights on and off, then back on again. All right, wake up. It is morning here. And unfortunately, due to a chocolate milk overdose,
Oh no, I died.
Ethan Spazarski has passed away.
Oh man.
Ooh.
We have 4 remaining.
Ooh, that's a
We will
bizarre.
start this time with Deanie. Quick word.
I guess I slept in. I didn't open my eyes. Ooh.
He just got a thought.
Ryan Martin when Ethan Spazarski died. That's my vote.
Wait, what?
Ooh, okay. He's saying you
Whoa,
had a
wait, what
he's
just
saying you
happened?
had a visceral reaction to Spose dying. He doesn't like that. Seth, do you agree with that
Wait,
line of thinking?
I couldn't understand what you said.
No, he's saying that after I was announced that he had a chocolate milk overdose, that Martin was like, ooh, and Dean doesn't like that. Seth, do you agree with that line of thinking?
It's not your turn.
No.
Do you have anything else to say?
I don't know, man. Dean, I just don't get it. Spose was. Didn't you just go after Spose? I thought he was still So, and he's dead. So
Can I defend myself real quick?
No.
I just don't know what to think.
You already had your word.
I'm in a way. I'm in a confliction. But Ryan also targeted me right after. And what? You voted for me last round.
Oh, you did. You did.
So I said that's my word for now.
A lot of facts being said here.
Martin. I think it's Dean. I know for sure it's one of you two. For sure, 100%.
This guy's delusional.
This is an interesting line of thinking here from Ryan.
Interesting line of thinking. It's just factual.
Okay, Dimes, do you have a word?
I think it also could be Dean.
Hey, whoa.
110%.
Because he made a weird comment about Spose there. So I don't know. I don't know. I think it was a little weird. So I think it could be that.
Okay. All right, Deanie, since you went first and then got accused by everybody, I will give you 10 seconds to defend yourself before we vote.
What's your role?
I forgot what I was going to say.
You gotta defend yourself.
Why? Okay, yeah.
What's your role? Who are you?
I'm not telling you a
9, 8, 7, 6.
Why would I say Spose is the mafia
3,
and then kill him?
1. That's an interesting defense there from Dean Shazer. He's gonna give the first vote here.
Ryan Martin.
Seth, who's your vote? Do you have a vote? It would be
Ryan Martin.
Ryan Martin, do you have a vote?
Dean Shazer.
Dean Shazer. Danny Dimes, do you have a vote?
Oh,
Danny, don't you do this to me.
Dean.
I had to keep us through another night.
Well, it is an even
You'll be dead.
2 to 2.
We'll do
It will be an even 2 to 2.
We'll do it then. Come on.
As we head to night 3 when everybody
Come on.
fall asleep.
Don't touch me.
Come on.
We're not touching dead people.
All right.
Okay? There might be
We fall
diseases.
asleep.
Due to a rare case of gingivitis, Seth Adams has unfortunately passed away.
Wow.
Okay.
There are only 3 people left.
We know who
The
it is
mafia
now.
remains alive.
We know who it is now.
So, with the 3 people remaining, you pretty much have to cast a vote. I will give Dimes the first word.
I don't know, because Dean wouldn't have killed Seth.
He would have to make me look bad.
You think?
Yes, I think. I know that for a fact. I know Dean would do that. He's playing you right now, man. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Would Ryan?
Wow.
Okay, Martin, you got a word?
I just know it's Dean.
Dean, do you have a word?
It's Danny Dimes! It's
Whoa!
Dimes! It's Dimes, and there's no doubt about it. There's zero doubt in my mind that it's Daniel Rogers.
You better not be playing me.
Wow. Do you have a defense, Danny?
After that, I don't even know.
Dude.
We're gonna. Okay. I'm gonna.
Trust me.
I think
Trust
we.
me.
So Dean, we have your vote.
Trust me.
Dean, do I trust that we have your
Trust
vote?
me.
We have your vote.
Trust me.
Dimes, what's your vote?
Dean.
Martin. This could decide.
Martin,
This,
you're making a
what
grave
are you
mistake.
doing? Who are you voting for?
I just.
The game comes down to this.
Oh my gosh.
The game comes down to this.
Martin, it's Dimes. I've been through this before. He plays nonchalantly. It's him.
No, but I can't. I gotta go Dean.
And Dean has unfortunately passed away. Would the remaining townspeople go to sleep? And unfortunately, they will not be able to sleep in peace. The Mafia has won. It is Danny Dimes. He played y'all like a fiddle. That was phenomenal.
I want to point something out.
Look, somebody get a camera on Dean. Somebody get a camera on Dean. Look at him.
Whatever camera's on me.
Look at him.
I literally.
Dimes.
Crazy.
Dimes. Post-game thoughts on another phenomenal Mafia performance.
This is a catastrophe.
I knew I had to get rid of Flip early because just with the noise on the one side, so I was like, gotta get rid of Flip.
It was my knee scraping the first
Once
round.
Dean went after Spose, I was like, this is where I gotta take over right here. And then I jumped on Martin's side and ran it to the
Ridiculous.
end.
Dean is over.
Yeah.
Played like a
Well,
Dean had it though.
I'll tell you what, Dean did have it that time, but unfortunately, Ryan Martin, you did not trust him.
No,
You did not trust
How
him.
many times did
He went after Dimes in the most crucial moment.
Say, this
No,
is a fact that Dean killed him, and it wasn't even right. Not a fact. It's all right.
All right, well, another exciting round of Mafia in the books
I
here
just
on
felt
The Buzz.
betrayed.
We thank you for tuning in. That is going to wrap it up for this episode of The Buzz. Make sure to stay tuned on our WCTV YouTube page and our social media feeds for more WCTV content.
This has been a production of Waynesburg Community Television.